Hello, Times Crossword, let's go. In Spain, the dolphin's place of great abundance. No? Well, I'm just wondering if this is El Dorado because, well, El is Spanish for the, and a place of great abundance is El Dorado. And if Dorado is Spanish for dolphin, then I think this clue works. I'm going to leave it in and see if the answers, the crossing letters get corroborated. Fateful day. Cockney goes to ground. This is Ides. Ides is the day that Julius Caesar was murdered, so it's a fateful day. Cockney in crosswords usually indicates the omission of a leading H. So goes to ground is hides, without its H is Ides. Grass, English composer, found in odd parts of Dale. So the odd parts of Dale are D and L, first and third letter. Yeah, I think this is Darnel. Darnel is a type of grass. English composer is Arne, the composer of Rule Britannia, found in the odd parts of Dale, D and L. Time to accept work initially, slicing. Cut of beef. Well, I'm thinking this is top side. Time is tide. To accept work. Op is short for opus, Latin for work. Initially slicing is S, the initial letter of slicing, and topside is a cut of beef. Requesting silence in sailing ship, seeing marine creature. Wow, I'm noticing that basking shark fits the letters that are in, and I think this is right. Let me be careful about typos. Requesting is asking, silence is SH, the interjection requesting silence, or not requesting, but asking for silence. In sailing ship, embark, and seeing is then just a linking word with marine creature, and a basking shark is a marine creature. Pollen mix, studied by national broadcaster. Well, I'm wondering if this begins B, and bee bread is made from pollen, so bee bread could be pollen mix. Studied is read by national broadcaster by Beeb, which is a slang reference to the BBC. Having right to be honoured. Well, enrolled fits the letters that are in, but I'm not confident that it's the right answer. Thinker involved with grant, a quixotic type. So this surely begins knight. Yeah, it's knight errant. And involved is an anagram indicator for thinker and grant. And then a knight errant is some sort of knight. And a quixotic type is, well, quixotic comes from Don Quixote, sort of old-fashioned knights and doing daring deeds, so that just about is as good as I can come up with, but I'm confident it's right. So it's not enrolled, and I'm not going to get any more letters. Having right, yes, phew, this is entitled. Double definition. To be entitled to something is to have the right to it, and to be entitled also means to be given a title or to be honoured. Something chewed over by ambassador's son and noblewoman. This is duchess. Something chewed is cud. Over means reversed. Ambassadors is HEs for His Excellencies. Son is S, the abbreviation, and then a duchess is a noblewoman. Hill dweller, terribly rude about one leaving flat terrain. Well, I wonder if this is uplander. Uplanders, I think, tend to live in hills. Terribly rude. Terribly is an anagram indicator for rude, which goes round plan. Yeah, flat is plain. One leaving plain means I leaving plain to leave plan, which goes in an anagram of rude to give uplander, which is a hill dweller. Snake endlessly turning up in Old Norse poems. This is Edda. Snake is adder, endlessly without its final R, turning up, reversed, and then that gives Edda, which are Old Norse poems. Rip off woolen coat. This is fleece. And this is a double definition. To fleece is to rip off, and a fleece is a woolen coat. Leader of squad, softening and extracting metal. Well, both softening and extracting end ing, so I think the answer may end likewise. Charge made by expert Europeans keeping sheep. Sheep could be a teg. Yeah, this is protégé. So a protégé is a charge, somebody under somebody else's responsibility, made by expert, pro, Europeans. Well, E is the abbreviation for European, so Europeans could be E, keeping sheep, keeping teg. Severity shown by head, supporting girl to a reduced extent. Well, I think this is likely to end ness, because the definition is severity, and a lot of nouns of this sort end ness, but in particular you've got head, which is ness, as in a headland, supporting, which suggests that ness is at the bottom, supporting whatever is above it. Supporting girl to a reduced extent, and it means severity. No, not getting that. Leader of squad, softening. Yes, this is smelting. Leader of squad is S, the initial letter of squad. Softening is melting, and smelting is extracting metal. Now, does the T help? Severity. So it's going to be a vowel in second place. I wonder if this is ruthlessness. So ruthlessness certainly does mean severity, shown by head, ness, supporting girl, ruth, to a reduced extent, less. Rule out ditching Chopin's first, short composition. No. Quietly leaves to view cricket, for example. This is insect. Quietly is a reference to P, the musical abbreviation for piano, which means quietly. So P leaves to view, to inspect, and that leaves insect, and a cricket is an example of an insect. Wipe out rodents on the rise in time. No. Dash shown by Hassan, a legend from the East. Gosh, no idea. That girl's boyfriends include extremely dubious animal minders. Yes, this is herdsman, or herdsmen rather. So that girl's is her, boyfriends, men, include extremely dubious, the extreme letters of dubious, D and S, to give herdsmen, who are animal minders. Hallucinogenic drug, a chap's smuggled into mess. I think this is hashish. Hashish is a hallucinogenic drug. A chap's is his, smuggled into mess, into hash. Short story about Oscar approaching a curve. No, not getting that. Now, K, that looks useful. Crack troops reportedly seize Scotsman maybe in province. Wow, not getting that. Wall hanging records sporting achievement. No. Inflexible gear, old American soldiers carried. Gosh, I'm running out of new clues to look at. Appeal, inspiring a good heroic story. Phew, this is saga. Appeal is sex appeal, abbreviated to SA, inspiring or including a good, A, and then G, the abbreviation for good. And a saga is a heroic story. Be more cunning than unfashionable, founder of Quakerism. So I think it begins out because that is congruent with being more than something. And also out means unfashionable. So we're looking for a 3-letter name for the founder of Quakerism, which is surely somebody Fox. And then to outfox is to be more cunning than. Sadly, the F and the X aren't crossing letters. Inflexible. I wonder if this is rigorous. Gear is rig. Old is old. American is US. And then soldiers is OR for other ranks. Carried, included in what's gone before. So the old is not the first O, it's the second O. So it's rig, and then OUS, including OR, giving rigorous, which means inflexible. Now, yes, surely this is Saskatchewan, a Canadian province. Let me leave out the letters I'm not sure of and see if the wordplay can assist. Crack. Troops reportedly seize Scotsman maybe. Gosh, well that's not helpful. Let me see if this W can be confirmed. Waterproof clothing found by artist in Northern River. Yes, this is rainwear. So rainwear is waterproof clothing. Found by, that's just a linking expression. Artist is RA for Royal Academician. In is in. And then the Northern River is the River Wear. Let me mop up the bottom right before coming back to Saskatchewan. Rule out, preclude, ditching Chopin's first, ditching the first letter of Chopin, leaves prelude, which is a short composition. Phew. 18 down. Wipe out, decimate. Rodents. On the rise is mice, reversed, in time, in date. Now, one orphan clue here. Dash is Elan, shown by a Hazan, a legend from the east. This is a hidden clue. And again, it's split over 2 lines to make it harder to spot. And the hidden indicator is shown by. From the east means we need to read from right to left. So beginning with the first E of legend and working back towards the start of the clue, we've got E-L-A-N. Fantastic. Now, I want this to be Saskatchewan, as in those are the letters I think are most likely. So, crack troops are SAS, the Special Air Service, who are special troops in the British Army. Reportedly C's, and reportedly as a homophone or homophone indicator. So to seize is to catch, and that's spelt with a K for the purposes of this clue. Scotsman maybe is Ewan. Ewan is a Scottish name, and then Saskatchewan is a province. Fantastic. Okay, just 2 clues to go, 15 minutes down. Wall hanging. Records or records. Sporting achievement. Treasury fits, but it doesn't fit any part of the clue, so I don't think it's that. Short story about Oscar approaching a curve. Oscar is likely to be O, because Oscar is O in the NATO phonetic alphabet. Approaching A could be just a reference to the final A. So we're looking for a short story, 6 letters with A in 4th place, and the whole thing meaning curve. Well, a parabola is a curve. So a story is a parable, short, without its final letter, about O for Oscar, approaching A or next to A, and then parabola is a curve. Great P, that looks like a useful letter. Wall hanging, tapestry. Records is tapes, and a sporting achievement is a try. You can score a try in rugby and get some points for doing that. Now, that's everything done. I am, despite checking as I was going along, I'm going to have one last quick check for typos after last week's debacle. Looking good so far. Yeah, okay, so every clue solved, every clue explained, no empty squares. Submit. Submit. Hope and pray. No errors. Fantastic. Wow, what a super puzzle. Got off to quite a fast start and then slowed down a bit, but still all completed in 18 minutes. But absolutely beautiful as always from the Times. You always feel you've had a good mental workout, even if it is solved reasonably quickly. So super fun stuff, and certainly delighted to get the spelling of Saskatchewan correct. In terms of the snitch, I would say that's probably in the 60s, possibly the 70s. I don't think there was anything too tricky there that would hold up a regular solver. Now, there are very few, or there's only one real competition for cryptic crossword solving in the world, and it's happening today in terms of when this video gets released, but it's happening in a few days' time in terms of when I'm recording this, and it's the Times National Crossword Championship, which is held at the headquarters of the Times in London. It's super exciting stuff. All the top solvers congregate, and it's just an amazing experience. There are 3 puzzles to be solved in an hour, then the top 50 come back after lunch and solve 3 more, and the 3 fastest then go into a single crossword shootout, with the fastest all correct being crowned national champion and getting £1,000. But it's an absolutely amazing event, and it's super meeting up with all the other crossword aficionados, and it's held in the very top floor of the Times building, where you've got panoramic 360-degree views over London, and the Times staff treat us very well with food and drink. So it's a splendid day out, and I'm really looking forward to it, and I'll let you know next week how it went. So back to this puzzle, super fun. I hope you enjoyed watching. That's all. Like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time.